Hi everybody, it's Brittany Love. I am making this video because I've seen a lot of performers and people who are friends with performers and watch performers on Facebook go back and forth about performers who are not people of color using the N-word in numbers and just words or phrases that they shouldn't be using in general across the board, different people, but specifically performers who are not of color using the N-word. So I'm going to show a few different simple ways that performers at home on their own can either remove the word from their songs or scramble it so it's not that word, or etc. A few different things. Not every method's going to work for every song. Most of them across the board will work one way or the other, but it is important that if you do this, that you do it right. You definitely want to make sure that the music that you're doing is appropriate. So I have my Mixcraft software open, which is a little bit of a higher end software, not super high end, but it is something you do have to pay for. It's a little pricey, especially if you don't do a whole lot of mixing. I use Mixcraft as the primary mixing software for making mixes for performers. Everything I'm going to show you can also be done in the free software Audacity, which is available as a free and secure download on the internet. I will put a link to it in the description to this video. Yeah, everything can be done in Audacity. If you happen to have Mixcraft or another high-end mixing software, it's even easier, but all of this that I'm showing you can be done with even the simplest of free software. So I've got two flag markers here that you can see on my board, and we're going to start with this first one because this is the key one. This is what we're looking at removing. If anyone doesn't know the song, I suggest you go look it up. So try to catch right where the phrase comes in. Alright. So we're going to cut out. Let me do that. Rather, we're going to select this entire phrase here. So that's the phrase that we're looking to remove or change or alter. And this is the first method. This is the simplest and easiest and most basic method. You go just to your edit bar and hit delete. So then when you play the song back, it's simply not there. Then you got to go back in and cut it a little more. So there we go. We cut out more of it. There we go. So then just it goes straight into order. So that's one way to do it, and that's one way to just completely cut the phrase out of the song. Another way to do it, so I'm just going to undo this real quick here. Actually, there we go. Now we're going to zoom back in. I know that I have to cut out to there. So we're going to take this. And this time we're going to go in and go to edit, and we're going to go to cut. Go down to our second track here and paste. And then we're going to right click on this and we're going to hit reverse. And that's going to reverse that sound. So, and this may not work, this doesn't work all the time. It depends on how the artist enunciates, etc. Different words, this works easier. The F word being particularly successful at this particular method, but we'll see. So there we go. So it's there, it keeps the same beat, the rhythm is the same, it's just like how you hear on the radio when they just scramble out a word that they can't air. So that's method number 2. But again, depending on how often that song is, or that word is in the song, you could end up doing a lot of that throughout it. So here's my personal favorite method. So I'm actually going to remove the phrase altogether again by deleting it. Now I'm going to go back up to this first marker that I placed. We'll listen through it real quick. So we're going to go in and we're going to cut out all the way up to this section of the phrase where she says bitch instead, and we're going to just hit Control and C and copy that out. Zoom back out, go back in, and place this right where we placed that reversed phrase. And it almost fits perfectly. So if I bring that over a little bit, so then I'm just going to zoom back out and play through it. So I'm going to actually cut that phrase back. One more this way. One more this way. Alright, so that I don't like, but I do like that. So I'm going to move that in just a little bit. And there we go. So now it says, and that's another super simple and easy method that you can use. That one obviously relies on there being another word or phrase in the song that works, that will also fit there, that still keeps the flow of the song going. However, in most cases, there's something you can use. And whatever you find is definitely going to be better than doing something that's inappropriate and offensive. So I hope this helped. If anyone would or has any questions, please feel free to message me. You can get a hold of me on Facebook. You can get a hold of me on Instagram. You can get a hold of me on Twitter. You can email me. I will include all of those links below. If you'd like to see something more in-depth, or if you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to ask me. I definitely would love to help you out. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope that someone is able to get some use out of this. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. Thanks.